mentioned a little earlier in your presentation that within your party there are different sensibilities, the conservatives, liberals, and Christian-Democrats. And you mentioned that sometimes it's not easy to manage. Can you give us an example, like what was the process? How would you try to deal with this difference? In a party process way, in order to reach a decision or a common position on the law? Or maybe you can give us a specific example, like one issue where there are different sensibilities, have different opinions about how to proceed. Thank you. Întrebarea apropo de ce a spus noi mai devreme, că în Partidul erau trei sensibilități, cum reușeau să se pună împreună să iau decizii?
There are, I think, two recipes in order to handle such a situation of having three different routes. The one is that you have to find representatives within your party, people, outstanding personalities, who represent those wings of the party. Because it's necessary when you have a bigger wing in your party that they find a representation where they know, okay, he has the same opinion or a very similar opinion to mine, and he also will stand for my position within the party and within politics. So far, you need, when you have three wings, three main representatives for those three currenti, or whatever you call it, you know. Second, it is necessary to open for any of them, also a main field of politics. What do I mean? You have to try to find a field for liberal politicians. This can be in the field of economy, or also in some other fields where it is also an advantage for the whole party and the whole development of the society. Conservative, try to open them a field in patriotic issues, for example, but maybe also in some other fields that are very important. You know what we Europeans never will understand is American positions in many questions. For example, this armament question that everybody can have his own weapon and buy his own weapons and nobody will ask for it and then so on. This is a question of conservatism in America. And they don't give it up, even if it is sometimes tough for them, you know. They will not give it up because they say, this is the group that stands for it, and we have to try to leave them also their playing ground, you know. This is, and the same also for Christian social politics, whether this is family politics or social politics generally. Try to find a specific field where you can not only offer them specific programs or so, but also where they can institutionalize themselves. That's what also, I mean, you will find a similar situation in almost all bigger European parties from people's parties, I would say, you know. What do the Germans, they are doing just the same thing. At the moment they are in the difficulty that they do not have so clear representatives for everything. They did have in the past. One of the biggest or the most important basis for success for Helmut Kohl was, for example, that he had a man who engaged himself in social politics and therefore brought him also not only the center-right, but the middle towards the left and made a barrier. This was Minister Blum, yeah? who was not always easy to handle, but who was a representative for every German person, you know, that he meant his social ambitions, and that he tried to bring them through, and that he was ready to fight and so on, even if he had the whole industry against him or so. And therefore, I think it's not necessary always to have peace within the party. Usually to have too many discussions is deadly, you know, no question about that. But if you have different ideological fields within your party, then try to have representatives, and then do not hesitate also to have the one or the other discussion. Of course, it will not be good if one side is always the loser and the other side is the winner. This should not be good. Sometimes the one side and the other side will have to win and maybe also to lose. But that's what I think is necessary.